Hey, my fellow film fanatics, it's Siobhan. Welcome back to my channel, Awards Obsession. Tonight is the night for Critics' Choice Awards. We are going to see on the first televised ceremony of the awards season who's going to be taking home some major prizes in below the line categories, technicals, and above the line. How exciting. We're going to see who the front runners are now that the critics groups have kind of all announced who they have picked for Best Actress, Best Picture, one after another, Best Editing, Best Screenplay. Things are feeling really stable right now, and things might get shaken up tonight. And I am predicting a few surprises. Before we get into it though, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on my channel for more updates and reactions and predictions for what's going to be happening this award season. Things are really ramping up now. Like, we have SAG nominations coming up. We have the Golden Globes ceremony coming up, Asha Award ceremony. So I'm going to be really getting into all that. But yeah, Critics' Choice. I really want to get into my predictions of what's going to happen really quickly. Just go through the nominations, predict what I think is going to happen. And then we'll go right on to reacting to the award ceremony. I'm really hoping for some surprises, but it could be a little bit safe. Who knows? Are we going to have one battle after another, or Sinners in Best Picture? Are we going to have Frankenstein sweeping the technicals, as I'm predicting, as you'll see? And I'm just wondering about the strength of Amy Madigan in Best Supporting Actress as well. So let's just get right into it. Best Supporting Actress. The nominees are Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value, Ariana Grande for Wicked for Good, Inga Ibsdottir-Lilius for Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan for Weapons, Wunmi Mosaku for Sinners, and Teyana Taylor for One Battle After Another. So my prediction here is Amy Madigan. I've been rooting for her since August, since it's all Weapons. I really thought at that time, I'm like, she is definitely gonna be nominated for an Oscar or just like awards throughout the season for this performance. It's so iconic. And like when Halloween came around and everyone's dressing up as her, yeah, it really felt real. And then I just felt like no one was really taking it seriously. And the first critics group to announced Amy Madigan wins for Best Supporting Actress. And that was New York, I believe. So Amy Madigan has been doing very well with critics groups. Not sweeping, not as much as like Benicio del Toro, but which is surprising in itself. But we'll get to that later. Amy Madigan, yeah, I think she has like the best performance here in terms of like screen time. She takes advantage of it, and I think the Critics Choice Association is really going to be on board with Amy Madigan in Weapons. I can kind of see Ariana Grande upsetting maybe for Wicked for Good, just because I know that the Critics' Choice Association loves Wicked, especially with that John M. Chu Best Director win last year. But this film is just very weak. It is in Best Picture. That could happen. And then we also have Teyana Taylor for One Battle After Another. I don't think Inga Ibsdottir-Lilius is going to be the place for her to win, so I don't have her very high up. But I do think it's going to be actually between Amy Madigan and Teyana Taylor. And since One Battle After Another is so strong in picture, it might happen, but I'm really all on board on Amy Madigan. I am on the Amy Madigan hype train. I feel like I'm the leader of that. When I said back in August, like, she's winning the Oscars, she's going to be nominated, she's going to like getting all the awards, and everyone's like, what the hell are you talking about? No, it starts tonight. It starts tonight. That is my prediction for Best Supporting Actress, Amy Madigan in Weapons. Let's move on to Best Supporting Actor. Nominees are Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein, Paul Mescal for Hamnet, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value, and Adam Sandler for Jay Kelly. Yeah, it's a shame that Delroy Lindo's not here, just like Golden Globes. Like, was kind of miffed that he didn't get in, to be honest. Let's go on to like who's gonna win. So Benicio del Toro has been sweeping this season, and I was like, oh, maybe Stellan Skarsgård could win here, Critics' Choice, and kind of like, he's been gaining some momentum. If you haven't noticed, in like some of the critics wins, around halfway through, like the winners being announced for critics groups, he started showing up more and more and more. So I was floating around the idea of him, but I just feel like Benicio del Toro is too strong right now. So I'm going to go with Benicio del Toro as my prediction for Best Supporting Actor. Something else I was thinking about was Jacob Elordi winning, because it feels like a Critics' Choice kind of thing, and they love Frankenstein. Like, I know Frankenstein's sweeping the three or four, three technical categories, and Guillermo del Toro is in Best Director, and it's in Best Picture. So I think that Jacob Elordi might have a chance, but it's just really weird. I was just thinking about it. I was like, no, that can't happen. So I'm gonna leave him out. I'm gonna say Benicio del Toro and One After Another is gonna continue the sweep. It's gonna keep going. I don't really know why. I just feel like it's a weird choice, but I love him in the film. It is like one of the better performances of the year. So let's stick with Benicio del Toro. Best foreign language film. Okay, so this one is, I really thought that it was just an accident would be winning here, but then I thought about it and I was like, it's really like nowhere to be found except best foreign language film here. Secret Agent has Wagner Moura in Best Actor, so automatically like people are going to be watching that film and loving Wagner Moura in it, right? Also got runner-up at Los Angeles Film Critics Association for Best Picture. I think that's really huge. I mean, and then the Golden Globe nomination right after that made me a believer that this could get into Best Picture, the Oscars. But now I'm thinking about Best Foreign Language Film, and I just find it like weird that maybe I feel like it was just an accident. Probably wins at the Oscars, but I think maybe The Secret Agent will have its moment. And anyway, the nominees for Critics' Choice for Best Foreign Language Film are, before we get into everything, Belen, It Was Just an Accident, Left-Handed Girl, No Other Choice, The Secret Agent, and Sarat. No Voice of Hinrajab here, and no Sentimental Value wasn't eligible for this category this year because they have this rule that foreign language films that are nominated for Best Picture at the Critics' Choice aren't eligible for Best Foreign Language Film. So, I mean, that's kind of interesting. I mean, adds like another like surprise nominee like Belen that was like out of nowhere for me. I was like, what the hell did this happen? But I've heard it's a great film, so that's cool that it's here. Not winning Best Foreign Language Film. I think it's gonna go between It Was Just an Accident and The Secret Agent, even though No Other Choice has just come out and it's like fresh on people's minds. I think it's just like underperforming a bit, and I'm just not quite sure about that. And especially since The Secret Agent has that Best Actor nomination for Wagner Moura, and on top of that, Best Picture at the Golden Globes. Like, whoa, like that came in, and I was like, okay, I'm a believer. This is gonna get into Best Picture at the Oscars. I feel like it's an accident. Like if it's not in Screenplay, it really says a lot. Like Critics' Choice is not as on board with that film, maybe compared to like how well it's going to do at Golden Globes or how well it's going to do like maybe at the Oscars. But yeah, I just feel like The Secret Agent has something up its sleeve tonight. It's going to surprise in Best Foreign Language Film. So my prediction for Best Foreign Language Film this year is Brazil's The Secret Agent. Big risk, but I think it's going to pay off. Best Animated Film. This is like a no-brainer, but let's go through the nominees first. Arco, Elio, In Your Dreams, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie or The Character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. It's going to K-Pop Demon Hunters. It's gonna sweep this season. Like it hasn't swept every critics group, but like it's pretty up there. Like it hasn't missed much. It's just too much of a cultural phenomenon to be ignored. I was thinking maybe at the beginning of the season, Zootopia 2 or Arco could maybe come in, even Little Amelie, but it's just unbeatable at this point. K-Pop Demon Hunters is my prediction for Best Animated Film at the Critics' Choice Awards this year. Let's go into Best Song because this piggybacks. The nominees are Drive from F1, Clothed by the Sun from Testament of Ann Lee, which is ineligible at the Oscars, which is crazy. I Lied to You from Sinners, The Girl in the Bubble from Wicked, Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters, and Train Dreams from Train Dreams. I see a lot of people talking about I Lied to You winning in this category. I think for the Oscars maybe, but Critics' Choice is gonna go with Golden. It's Grammy nominated for Best Record of the Year or Best Song of the Year, something like that. It's gonna win here at Critics' Choice. It's just more popular of a song. It's like on the radio. It's just everywhere. That is just something that Critics' Choice is gonna be going for. It's way more up their alley than I Lied to You. And I think that Sinners has more of a chance in other technicals. So my final prediction for Best Original Song this year at the Critics' Choice Awards is Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters. Let's move on to score, just because we're talking about score a little bit with Sinners. The nominees for Best Score this year are F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, not anyway at the Golden Globes, but hopefully at the Oscars, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Sinners is winning Best Score. This is a lock. I don't see any other film winning this category throughout the whole award season. I mean, maybe Surratt has a chance. Marty Supreme might surprise. I have the Marty Supreme soundtrack on repeat. Like I not only the songs, but also like the score. I just think it's such a wonderful, brilliant score and so original. And Daniel Lopatin really did that. But Sinners, yeah, Ludwig Göransson, he is just so well loved. The Sinners is like, you know, up there with Best Picture. So I just think that that score is so unique and it really is like present in the film. So I think that the Critics' Choice Association is gonna go for Best Score over Best Song for Sinners. It's not gonna be both. So my final prediction for Best Score this year is Sinners by Ludwig Göransson. Best Stunt Design, I don't know anyone else not predicting Mission Impossible, but the nominees are F1, Ballerina, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Warfare, and Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Mission Impossible is like mopping the floor. Best stunts this year. It's gonna win here at Critics' Choice. It's gonna win at SAG for Best Stunt Ensemble. It's gonna win the Oscars now that we have this category. So that's my final prediction. There's no one else winning. Mission Impossible is taking home the prize for Best Stunts. Same thing with visual effects. Like even though Avatar wasn't in the shortlist, like I think it's like a top contender. Nominees being like Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, Frankenstein, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, Sinners, and Superman. I just feel like there's not another film that can beat out Avatar for visual effects. I mean, it is just a feast for the eyes. Say what you will about the story, maybe it's a little bit too well tread. It's kind of very similar to Way of Water and maybe not as impactful storyline wise, but for me, like I think the visual effects are just like another level of realism. And I feel like the realism in Avatar, in that it's an alien world, is even better than Way of Water and all the new kind of technologies that were used. So I think that Critics' Choice Association is going to recognize that. It doesn't matter it wasn't on the short list. It was written in. They're going to vote for it. It's going to win Best Visual Effects for Avatar, Fire and Ash. And that's my final prediction. Best Sound. Now, this is an interesting category. We have F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Surratt, and Warfare. I think that Surratt or Warfare could surprise here. It just seems like a Critics' Choice thing to go with like some random win here. I mean, it wouldn't be random. Surratt's eligible for Oscars. Warfare isn't, unfortunately. But I was thinking about Warfare maybe winning like Best Sound. I just don't think so. I think F1 is too strong in Best Sound. I think that's going to be the award winner at the Oscars at the end of the day. And I think it starts here. And also it's just outperforming every other film. I mean, also Sinners, I think could work because of the music aspect. There's a lot of overlap with Best Music and like in terms of song, score, Best Sound. But I think that's just good for a nominee. So my final prediction for Best Sound at the Critics' Choice Awards this year is F1. Let's get into Best Cinematography. What a great category we have this year. Such good work from these cinematographers. We have F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. I think Sinners is going to be taking home the prize tonight for Best Cinematography. It's been doing very well with critics groups. I'm kind of wondering though, like maybe if One Battle is so strong in picture, maybe they'll go piggybacking and say, okay, there's cinematography here. Maybe they won't do the same kind of award across the board this season. Maybe Sinners will lose out here, but I think it's just so strong. Also a Train Dreams. I think Train Dreams is really popular with Critics' Choice. Like it did really well. I don't know. I think Sinners is too strong. I'm going to predict Sinners for Best Cinematography at the Critics' Choice Awards this year. Let's get into production design, makeup, costume design. There's just no competing with Frankenstein. I'm sorry. Like I don't even really like need to go through all the nominees for me to say Wicked for Good's not getting a single award. It's not in the technicals. It's going to be Frankenstein. It is just pummeling the other contenders, especially costume design and production design, especially. Yeah, it's not gonna go home empty-handed. Hair and makeup as well, unless weapons maybe gets a surprise win. But yeah, I don't think that's happening. Frankenstein all the way, all three categories. Final prediction. It's a lock for me. And I think it's locked up until the Oscars. Unless something crazy drastic happens at like the Makeup Artists Guild or Costume Designers Guild or Art Directors Guild. It's just, I don't really see anything else happening. Final below the line category, which is technically like for me, like almost an above the line, is Best Editing. Now, the nominees are F1, A House of Dynamite, The Perfect Neighbor, Marty Supreme, Sinners, One Battle After Another. Okay, One Battle After Another is taking this home. Like, I just don't really see Sinners doing well in editing. Marty Supreme, maybe. Like, Marty Supreme has been grabbing prizes here and there for editing. I just don't know if it's going to be strong enough to get in here. I think One Battle is just too strong of a film, especially in the editing aspect. It is like, oh my God, the editing for me is one of the best things about the film. It flows together so crazily good, and it shouldn't work, but it does. And Paul Thomas Anderson really knows how to make a film this complex and make it all flow together. Look at Magnolia, one of the best films of the 90s, late 90s. But yeah, I just don't see another film winning here. Maybe F1. F1 has a lot of action sequences, lots of quick editing, a lot of interesting things there. And I just feel like kind of like sometimes a critic's choice can be a little bit bro-y in that regard. Not always, but yeah, I don't know about F1 and editing. I think it gets sound, maybe that's it. But yeah, One Battle After Another is my final prediction for Best Editing at the Critics' Choice Awards this year. Let's get into screenplay categories, writing. Let's start out with original screenplay. The nominees are Jay Kelly, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Sorry Baby, and Weapons. I love the nomination for Weapons. It's not going to win Best Original Screenplay unless there's like a huge surprise or something. But I love that nomination. I hope maybe it's possible for an Oscar nom. It's going to be hard because I think Sorry Baby's in that fifth place spot. But in terms of Critics' Choice Awards, original screenplay is going to Sinners. Ryan Coogler's going to make a speech. It's going to be awesome. Like, it's going to be an amazing award one for Sinners. I just don't see another film, especially here in this set of nominees. I think it was just an accident. It might have a chance at Oscars for original screenplay, but I just feel like since this film is so strong, Sinners, and it's such an original film, yeah, it's got to win. That's my final prediction, is Sinners for Best Original Screenplay. Moving on to Best Adapted Screenplay, the nominees are Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, No Other Choice, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. Oh my God, I would love to see No Other Choice win Best Adapted Screenplay, but it's going to go to One Battle After Another. It's just, there's not another film here that's competing with One Battle After Another for screenplay. It's just going to win. Like, it's inevitable. It's really been sweeping. I mean, Train Dreams here and there, I've been seeing adapted screenplay or just like screenplay wins. No Other Choice would be such an inspired win. I think that's like something a Critics' Choice might do, but yeah, One Battle After Another is just way too strong a film to miss out. So that's my final prediction for adapted screenplay, for Paul Thomas Anderson to win Best Actor. Like, I am making a really controversial guess here and thinking it might not go to the front runner this season, although it's arguable what the front runner is, really. The nominees for Best Actor this year at the Critics' Choice Awards is Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Joel Edgerton for Train Dreams, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. It would be such a cool win if Wagner Moura won, but I was thinking like, oh, Timmy's probably gonna win here and start really winning and sweeping, but I just have a weird feeling that Michael B. Jordan has a chance here. He's been doing really well with the critics groups. He's like actually leading. And now that doesn't always translate into like a win at Critics' Choice Awards. They don't just say, oh, you won the most critics prizes, you're gonna win here. Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme is my final prediction for Best Actor. Let's go. Like maybe it happens. Maybe I'm right. Maybe it pays off. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna regret it later, but I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with the flow and just trust my guts, but hopefully it doesn't fail me at the end of the day. So let's move on to Best Actress. The nominees are Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, which is my favorite one. Chase Infinity for One Battle After Another. Renata Reinsva for Sentimental Value. Amanda Seyfried for The Testament of Anne Lee. And Emma Stone for Begonia. I've been thinking about Rose Byrne possibly winning Critics' Choice, but I think she has a better chance at SAG or BAFTA rather than Critics' Choice. I really think that Jessie Buckley, I mean, she might just sweep this season. I mean, that performance is historic, monumental. Rose Byrne too, but the thing is, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You is like such a weird movie, and like it's not everyone's cup of tea. There are people who watch it once and are like, I hated it. Like I did not want to watch the rest of it. She was good in it, but Hamnet is much more, it's in Best Picture. So when you have a film in Best Picture, the lead performance has a little bit more spotlight on it, unless it's like a biopic. And that's the other thing. If I Had Legs I'd Kick You is not anything close to a biopic or a real life person. It's very frantic. It's very schizophrenic. It's very crazy. You know what I mean? So I could say the same thing for Marty Supreme. And in fact, I feel like Marty Supreme and If I Had Legs I'd Kick You really complement each other in terms of energy. And it's too bad that If I Had Legs I'd Kick You is not more like in an original screenplay or like best editing or just like things like that. Like I just feel like that film is so much more than people are like saying than it's just a Rose Byrne performance. I love her in the film. I just don't think she's going to win here at Critics' Choice. So my final prediction for Best Actress this year is Jessie Buckley in Hamnet. Best Ensemble. Let's get into it. The nominees are Jay Kelly, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Wicked for Good. The film that's been really performing the best in this category, well, there's two, One Battle After Another and Sinners. It's really hard for me to predict this. Like, I just feel like the casting for both is so perfect. And thinking about it, like maybe Marty Supreme surprises as well. It could like come in and like it's so fresh in people's minds. Like I said, with that film, people really love the acting in that film. It is really concerning that Odessa A'Zion's not in Best Supporting Actress. We don't have Gwyneth Paltrow. You know, it's but it did do better here than the Golden Globes. So I think it has a chance here. But I think Sinners is just, I think it's just too strong, and I think that it's been sweeping a lot. Like it's. Like I said, it's just been sweeping here. It's been sweeping score. It's been sweeping cinematography. So I think these are like kind of like the three that Sinners is really, really doing well. And the Best Actor as well. So I think that it would make sense that Ensemble would be here. My final prediction for Best Ensemble this year, the Critics' Choice Awards, is Sinners. Best Comedy. Forgot to talk about this one, but interesting set of nominations here. The nominees are The Ballad of Wallace Island, Eternity, Friendship, The Naked Gun, The Phoenician Scheme, and Splitsville. I was thinking Friendship might have this in the bag. It is like, I think the more critically acclaimed film of all six of these. Maybe not, maybe Ballad of Wallace Island, but I really despise that movie. And I don't think it's funny at all. So I don't know why it's here in Best Comedy. I think I just like missed the memo on that film. Like it's just one of those films this year that I really didn't relate to or like enjoy at all. Friendship is, the thing about Friendship is like, I don't think it's everyone's cup of tea. And then Naked Gun is just like everyone's cup of tea. Naked Gun did really well critically, commercially. Everyone loves Liam Neeson, Pamela Anderson, and it's just like a popular choice, I think, for a film to win an award in this category. So my final prediction for Best Comedy is The Naked Gun. All right, let's get into Best Director. Oh my gosh, I really hope that this goes the way I want it to. My prediction is going to be Paul Thomas Anderson. Out of the six, out of Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein, out of Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Ryan Coogler for Sinners, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, and Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value. It has to go to Paul Thomas Anderson. I just feel like the industry respect, at least with the critics associations, they just really love Paul Thomas Anderson. And like, how are we not supposed to give Paul Thomas Anderson the directing award this year? Let alone, I mean, Best Picture even. Like, so I think One Battle After Another is just, it's gonna be unstoppable in Best Director. I mean, Jafar Panahi's not here. So, you know, he's another one that I've been looking at and been like, but that movie has really lost steam. It's not nominated here. Ryan Coogler could upset for Sinners. He's also been like, Paul Thomas Anderson has not been sweeping critic groups. Okay. Ryan Coogler has been sharing almost like 60-40, I would say. Well, not 60-40 because it's not 100% of the wins, but I think the only few people that have won are like Park Chan-wook, who's not nominated here, Chloe Zhao, Hamnet, and that's it. Like, it's just those 4 people. That's going to be my final prediction, is Paul Thomas Anderson for one battle after another, winning in directing. Now let's conclude with the big one, Best Picture. The nominees are Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Jay Kelly, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Train Dreams, and Wicked for Good. One battle after another. Easy. I don't even need to explain. It is just sweeping this season. Like, I mean, Sinners has been doing pretty well, I will say. Better than I expected it to, honestly, especially since it was like released in the springtime, early springtime. But yeah, it's just one battle after another. It's just too strong. Like, the film, I keep saying it over and over again, it's just an Oppenheimer year. Like, it's gonna sweep. It's gonna win this. It's gonna win the Globe. It's gonna win. It might win the BAFTA. I don't think Hamnet is strong enough like Conclave was last year. Sinners, maybe. Everyone loves Sinners. I'm actually really surprised that like the international community loves Sinners as much as they do. Yeah, it might be that one battle after another just doesn't lose a prize here. Maybe in directing, but like I think directing, adapted screenplay, and picture, it could just sweep and just not have any competition at all. It might be a little boring, but it is my favorite film of the year, so I'm not mad at it at all. And those are my predictions for the Critics' Choice Awards. Couple risks: Secret Agent in foreign language film, Michael B. Jordan in Best Actor. Yeah. We'll see if they pay off. There's always like a couple surprises. I wanted to be boring and just put like Timmy in Best Actor. I want to be boring, put It Was Just an Accident in Best Foreign Language Film. And Young Performer. I forgot about Young Performer. The nominees are Miles Keaton for Sinners, Kerry Christopher for Weapons, Shannon Mahina Gorman for Rental Family, Jacoby Jupe for Hamnet, Nina Ye for Left-Handed Girl, and Everett Blanc for The Plague. He's great in that movie, by the way. And I love Kerry Christopher as well. I just feel like this is Miles Keaton's moment. He's not going to be a Best Supporting Actor anywhere, probably. I'm hoping he's going to perform the Oscars. I lied to you. But yeah, he's winning Best Young Performer here. It is just 100%. I am 100% sure. Like, I think maybe Jacoby Jupe, Hamnet, that is such a great performance as well. But I think Miles Keaton just has the passion behind him. So that's my final prediction, is Miles Keaton winning Best Young Performer for Sinners. That's my predictions. And the ceremony is about to start. Like, I just ended. I wish I made this video a little bit like sooner, so I could have done a little bit more explaining and showing you maybe why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking. I'm pretty confident. Like, I'm pretty confident about most of these except Best Actor. It's probably just gonna go to Timmy, but Michael B. Jordan, I don't know. I just have a feeling. Do you guys have a feeling? I don't know. All right, Critics' Choice Awards is starting now. Let's get into it. Let's go. I am so excited to see the winners. All right, Best Young Actor. We're starting right off, guys. Everett Blanc for The Plague, great performance. Miles Keaton, Kerry Christopher, good surprise actually. Shannon Mahina Gorman, she's great in Rental Family, and Jacoby Jupe for Hamnet, and Nina Ye for Left-Handed Girl. Miles Keaton is my prediction. Let's see.
The Critics' Choice is Miles Keaton.
Miles Keaton. As expected. Yeah, he was just unbeatable. Unbeatable. It really is like a fantastic performance. And the fact that he's in, the song is in Best Song, it just feels like it was destined to happen. I think Jacoby Jupe would have been in co-win as well, but he deserves it. What a strong debut of performance for a young actor. And I wonder if he can get BAFTA maybe. BAFTA breakout performance, maybe. If he's nominated. It's cool to see him win an award. Like, my biggest hope is that at the Academy Awards this year, they have all the songs performed, because I don't think they've been doing that, have they? Recently, which is stupid. Like, hopefully when the YouTube takeover happens, they can do whatever they want and make it really a show again, and not just like people talking at you. Although I always love watching the Oscars. It's just like sometimes there's like questionable choices with the televised version. But yeah, Miles Keaton for Sinners, yay! All right, I just learned that The Secret Agent won Best Foreign Language Film. Oh my God, I was right. That is crazy. I literally earlier changed my prediction, like for real, for real. So I'm happy that I did. It was just an accident. I just feel like it's not as loved by critics over here. Maybe a Secret Agent has been ramping up momentum, so I'm not surprised as much, but I am a little bit. Like it's wow, like Secret Agent. And Best Comedy did go to The Naked Guns. I'm happy I didn't stay with Friendship, even though I think Friendship, the better film. Naked Gun for me was okay. It was pretty good. Like, but I think Friendship is probably the best film. Even Splitsville. I think I like Splitsville the best, or A Mission Scheme, but I'm just happy it wasn't Ballad of Wallace Island. I'm like the only person on earth that hates it. Yeah, I just feel like I learned that The Secret Agent, I saw it on Twitter. Like, I was just checking on my phone. I was like, what's going on? Secret Agent, the best foreign language film win for Secret Agent was announced on the red carpet. Like, in an interview. What the fuck? We have the best, arguably, one of the best foreign language international feature nomination or just like award season pool this year ever. And Critics' Choice decided, oh, we're not going to announce it on TV and we're just going to stand the red carpet offhandedly. Is that how that happened? I don't really watch the red carpet, but unless the Oscars, but no, I was setting up. I was recording for the most part. Yeah, that is so weird and also disrespectful. Oh, did you know you won? What are you guys doing? Critics' Choice, come on. Get your act together. There's time to like announce all the film. People like me, they want to see the international film be announced and for it to be live and not just a tweet or like a red carpet announcement. Get your act together. All right, Best Cinematography. The nominees are F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Changelings. Should be Sinners. Let's see. Train Dreams. Wow. Okay. I can get on board with that. Really good cinematography. It's not going to win at the Oscars, but nice little shout out to Train Dreams. Okay. Train Dreams is strong. Strong for Best Picture. Okay. Not here, but like for nomination. Adolpho Veloso. That's a good one. That's a good choice. I think Sinners was the best cinematography of the year. And One Battle After Another. I think Train Dreams, the camera doesn't move enough for me to love the cinematography more than Sinners or One Battle, but you know, I am not mad at it at all. Best casting and ensemble. Hamnet, okay. J. Kelly, not going to be at the Oscars. Sinners, my choice. But could be One Battle After Another. Marty Supreme and
Critics' Choice
Wicked
is
for Good.
Sinners, Francine Maisler.
Sinners. Yep, told you. That's a great ensemble. I think that's going to win the Oscar at the end of the day. And that's going to be the big win. It could win SAG. I think it could win SAG. When I think about it, maybe they're just going to go with like the casting ensemble for the acting wins for this film and not Kobe Jordan. Just feel like it might happen. And Miles Catton did get young performer. So there's that. It'd be cool to see them side by side with the award. Critics' Choice Award. That would be really cool. Maybe we'll do Saku. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Saku's doing really well in Critics' Choice. Just no Golden Globe nomination. That sucked. Which, especially since I felt like Sinners is just like popular across the board, but Best Supporting Actor. Benicio del Toro, Jacob Elordi, Paul Mescal, Sean Penn, and Adam Sandler. And Stellan Skarsgård. I have Benicio del Toro, but maybe Stellan Skarsgård or Jacob Elordi could win. Those two.
Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi! Oh my God. What? Oh my God, I was just thinking this morning, like, maybe Jacob Elordi could win. They love Frankenstein. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this is the surprise I've been waiting for. This is crazy. Jacob Elordi. Well, he's being nominated for the Oscar at this point. There is no doubt in my mind. Like, I was like, he's number 4, number 3, but now, oh my gosh. I think this might be a Critics' Choice thing. Wow, so they hate one battle after another, randomly. But maybe Tiana Taylor will win. Maybe it'll pull off an Nora and only won Best Picture. Oh my god. Jacob Elordi. Yeah, he was fantastic in Frankenstein, and it would be also really cool if Amy Madigan wins for Weapons, and then we have like 2 or 3 acting wins in horror films. Ethan Hawke is here to present the award, what, for Best Supporting Actress? Oh my god. Jacob Elordi wins for... I am so shocked. That is like... Oh my god. Okay. I love that. Thank you for making it entertaining, finally. Jeez. Best Supporting Actress, please, Amy Madigan. Gonna win. All right, Best Supporting Actress. Elle Fanning, Sentimental Value. It could be Ariana Grande. We'll get some good. Could be her. Inga Ibsdottir Lilias for Sentimental Value. Amy Madigan for Weapons. Wumi Masaku for Sinners. And Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another.
All right, and the critics chose Amy Madigan.
Oh my god, yes. I'm so happy right now. Weapons is like... I love Weapons so much. Amy Madigan. Oh, thank god. I was like, oh, what is going on? Acting categories. I think everyone is shocked. Literally, back in August, September, people were like, oh, she's never going to be nominated for anything. It's just not a role that'll be getting in award season. I predicted it. And now she's going to win the Oscar. I promise you. I mean, maybe Tiana Taylor, but I just feel like this is the beginning of a sweep for me. Maybe not BAFTA. I think Ingo could probably win BAFTA. But, yeah. Amy Madigan.
Gladys, but you love Gladys. I mean, it's crazy. I get makeup tutorials and paintings.
Also, just a comment on Amy Madigan and some film Twitter people. Just every time she wins something, you're like, this is the last time she's gonna win. This is, oh, she's not gonna win anything else. Oh, you know, she's the Angela Bassett of the season. She's winning the Oscar. Like, is it not clocking to you? She's standing on business. Like, Amy Madigan is the winner. Like, there's no one else in the category that makes sense. Like, I just don't understand being upset. Like, some of you are real haters of Weapons. I just don't really get it. Like, you have to put aside your hate for a movie or not liking a performance to understand a trend. Like, you have to put it aside. You do. You know? Like, just, you know, be smart. I'm getting so nervous for one battle after another. But, you know, this is how Anora was last year. Where it was like, what happened to Anora? Oh my god. And Anora was leading in Best Picture wins for critics groups. I don't think I predicted it last year. I think I predicted The Brutalist. So I was like, wait, Anora just passed it was like so neck and neck with critics groups with Anora versus The Brutalist last year. And I put The Brutalist because I was like, well, a little too late for Anora. But no, it went through and it came out on top. So I'm still hoping for one battle after another. I would not be mad if Sinners won, but it's looking like Sinners. Let's see what happens with original screenplay, but I think that Sinners is kind of like doing really well. So, all right, best song is going to be Golden or I Lied to You. I'm thinking Golden, like I said, but I don't know. Best song, okay.
F1.
Nominees for best song. Drive from F1. I don't need Drive to win.
Golden, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, no. Golden, I feel like Golden's just like a Critics' Choice winner. But I don't know if it's gonna win Oscar. I lied to you, Sinners. Maybe I lied to ones. I don't know. I have Golden, so. Clothed by the Sun, Testament of Van Lee. It's actually quite upsetting how Searchlight can't get their shit together with Testament of Van Lee. It's just terrible. They're like they did terrible this year. Train Dreams from Train Dreams. Oh, maybe Train Dreams won cinematography. But The Girl in the Bubble. No comment. I love Ariana Grande though. Okay. Best song, Golden. Probably.
And the critics goes to Golden K-pop Demon Hunters.
Golden. Yeah, that was like a Critics' Choice type thing. I'm not sure if they're gonna. I mean, K-pop Demon Hunters is really strong film, but I don't know if it's gonna win Oscar. But let's see. I mean, we can see what happens. Let's see what happens with the Golden Globes. Okay, best animated feature. It's gonna be K-pop Demon. It's gonna be K-pop Demon Hunters. It's just no one else is. I was thinking for a second like Zootopia 2. Yeah, but I just think K-pop Demon Hunters is too much of a cultural impact. Zootopia already won best animated feature. But yeah, a Little Amelie would be a cool choice too, but it's just not. Yeah, it's gonna be K-pop Demon Hunters.
Is K-pop Demon Hunters.
That's why they put them back to back. They should have just had them on stage and kept them there. But yeah. Okay. All right. It's getting late. Best score goes to, oh my God, Sinners. Yeah, Ludwig Göransson. Undeniable. Oh my gosh. Best stunt design, Mission Impossible. Yeah, it's just winning. It's gonna win at SAG and it's gonna win at the Oscars too. Best originals. Oh my God, they can't even televise the screenplay. Critics' Choice. You are the worst. Oh my God, you're the worst. One battle after another. Best adapted screenplay. Holy crap! I was getting so nervous in one battle. I'm on this award ceremony is so shitty. Honestly, like it's just so boring. It's just award after award after award. Like someone needs to revamp. Like even the Oscars on their worst day is better than this ceremony. And honestly, I was thinking the same thing last year, how boring it is. And like BAFTAs aren't much better. Like if you're gonna put something on TV, like make it interesting. No one's gonna watch. People are gonna be like, I don't care. So, God. But anyway, I mean, I love, that Jacob Elordi won, and like I love, watching these awards, but sometimes I just get so flustered. And I think it's so disrespectful to some of these categories. You don't announce any of the technical wins, and you're only going to go with 7 categories for film. Is this like a TV award show now? Like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, was it like this last year? I only thought it was going to be like a few. I thought it was going to be like maybe stunts. I'm going to say stunts. Okay. This is a year where we have stunts at the Oscars. Why not televise the awards speech for stunts for Mission Impossible? I'm still shocked about the cinematography win for Train Dreams. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Sinners is like really like competitive for Best Picture at this point. Even more so than I thought earlier, just because One Battle has been kind of underperforming, except for if One Battle missed screenplay and it went to like. All right, so this is probably gonna be Best Director and it's gonna go to Ryan Coogler. Now that Ava DuVernay is announcing, I just feel like it's gonna go to Ryan Coogler at this point, which I'm totally okay with. But you guys know I'm like One Battle after another fiend. Saw that 3 times in the theater, twice. I've seen Sinners in One Battle twice in the theater, and then I rewatched One Battle over on Christmas. So my parents hated it. But it could be that Critics' Choice goes to Ryan Coogler, and then the picture goes to One Battle. But I'm still predicting Paul Thomas Anderson. I don't know. Do they know the winners before they present the show and the presenters? I don't think so, right? It's not like rigged, is it? Hey, best director. The winner is.
Critics' choice goes to Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay, Paul Thomas. I was getting so nervous for one battle. Oh my god. Finally. Oh my god. This has been a long time coming for Paul Thomas Anderson. He is like one of the best living directors of our generation. So this is his first televised award because Gotham's went with Jafar Panahi. And Jafar Panahi was not nominated here. So, oh my god. So I predicted Jessie Buckley, but oh my god. Rose Byrne, maybe. I don't know. I'm getting really confused and concerned and wondering what's going to happen. All right, Best Actress. Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. We have Renata Reinsva, Amanda Seyfried, Emma Stone, and Rose Byrne. Oh, and Chase Infinity.
Is Jessie Buckley.
Jessie Buckley. Okay. I was scared Rose Byrne wasn't going to win. Was going to win, but I'm not scared because I want her to win. But yeah, Jessie Buckley. I mean, she might sweep, but I think SAG is going to be hard. Even BAFTA. I don't know. Maybe BAFTA will go with If I Had Legs, but she is great in Hamnet. In fact, I have the Hamnet hoodie from Focus Features, so I am such a big fan of Hamnet. And I think her performance is absolutely iconic. So I don't care. I want Jessie Buckley and Rose Byrne to kind of go halvesies this award season, and then I don't care who wins the Oscar, to be honest. I would like Rose Byrne to win the Oscar. I keep thinking about Paul Mescal now that we're on that topic, and how he might miss out on an Oscar nomination. But if Jessie Buckley is so strong an actress, like I don't know how he misses. So I just feel like, I don't know. It's like at the end of the day, I think Adam Sandler's out of that conversation. But it's like, is it going to be Delroy Lindo or is it going to be Paul Mescal? And I don't want to pick one. I mean, Jacob Elordi's getting in now. Stellan Skarsgård. So maybe Sean Penn. Maybe Sean Penn is going to miss out on the Oscar and people just get behind Benicio del Toro or vice versa. But, Rose Byrne. I want Rose Byrne to win SAG. That would be really cool. I don't know. And Renata Reinsva. I feel like Renata Reinsva. The thing about Renata Reinsva is people are saying, oh, she's not the most memorable part about the film. Inga is, Stellan is. I just feel Renata Reinsva in that film is so much better than people were like saying. And I was thinking because of those conversations that she's gonna be snubbed at Oscars or even Critics' Choice. But once I saw that film, I was like, no way it's getting in. There's no way it's not, because the performance is on the level of Worst Person in the World. People were like, oh no, Worst Person in the World is way better than Sentimental Value in terms of the performances. And I was like, no, I'm sorry. You are wrong. So Best Actress coming up. Oh my God. So Marcia Beam has 0 wins. Blue Moon, it could be Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke could win. How many categories did I get wrong? I got sound wrong. No, I got editing wrong and cinematography, Best Supporting Actor. All right, Kate Aston's here to announce nominees for Best Actor and present the award.
Timothée Chalamet.
Timothée Chalamet. All right, they didn't want a surprise. They just wanted to go with the front runner. Okay, he's so relieved right now, bro. He was like holding his breath. This doesn't really tell us anything that's going to happen in Best Actor Drama at the Globes. This is going to be the start of him sweeping, probably, in his respective categories. I'm happy for him. I want him to win the Oscar. All right, the winners of Best Foreign Language Film, Kleber Mendonça Filho and Roger Moore, are going to announce Best Picture. Yeah, now he's going to do his speech because he's like, fuck this. I need to do my speech.
And the Critics' Choice is One Battle After
Another. One Battle After Another, the Best Picture of the year. It is. It just really is. It's one of the best of the decade. It is a film of our times. Dan is excited. He's like, this is fantastic. I was right about the editing snub. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just now that it won Critics' Choice, it's a lock for open at Best Picture at the Academy. I just don't see another. I mean, I think it could even win BAFTA. I think that it might be a last minute little thing with the SAG Awards giving to something else, Sinners. But man, okay, that's our ceremony. Some great surprises, Jacob Elordi. I mean, that was my favorite one. I think that's the only real big surprise other than maybe cinematography for Train Jeans, maybe editing for F1. And then I got, Timmy won Best Actor. I'm not surprised about it. I took a little risk with Michael B. Jordan, but ended up being the other supporting actor where the surprise was. It's just weird. I mean, like, usually the surprise is in the leading with Critics' Choice, so... But it was a good set of winners. I'm not mad. I think the ceremony could have been better, but it is what it is. Now I have to really consider if Jacob Elordi is competitive for Oscar. I don't know if that's just like a cool win. It's like how Jeonam Chu wasn't even nominated for Best Director with Wicked for Good, but I mean, Jacob Elordi is going to be nominated. Period. I mean, he might miss, but I mean. It's just because, like, I mean, if he's at Golden Globes, I think he's going to be an Oscars. So I'm not really concerned about it. But, wow. Okay. What? All right, let's talk about what just happened at the Critics' Choice Awards. Oh my God. Some really big surprises, not the most surprises as you might expect from Critics' Choice, but yeah, some good ones. Let's start out with the first winner, Miles Catton for Best Young Performer. That was a given. That was not a surprise for me. Really great win for him. And Sinners did really well. I had 3 other wins and Best Original Screenplay. Really annoyed that they didn't announce that at the ceremony along with Adapted Screenplay, but Ryan Coogler won there for Sinners. Sinners also won Best Score and Best Ensemble. I think there's a lot of folks that was thinking one battle after another would win Best Ensemble, but I just feel like there's a larger ensemble going on of really dedicated actors, all very diverse across the board set of actors, and just like, yeah, it was just like a really great win for Sinners tonight for Best Ensemble, and I think that's going to be taking home the Oscar. Now, I think Sinners did really well there, and it did as well as I thought it would do, except cinematography. That was kind of a shock to me. It's Train Dreams. I mean, that is something that I was not 100% shocked by, but yeah, a great night for Brazil. 2 wins. We had Secret Agent and cinematography for Adolpho Veloso. I'm really happy Amy Madigan won Best Supporting Actress. Jacob Elordi Best Supporting Actor for Frankenstein. Now, when I saw the performance, I was like, wait, this might get an Oscar nomination. I mean, maybe not Adam Sandler getting in. Maybe that won't happen. Gosh, he might win the Oscar. Like, I mean, it probably is a Critics' Choice thing, or they do like a cool win. But what if he wins BAFTA? You have to think about that. Even SAG, like, now I'm thinking about it, and it feels weird. It always felt weird to me that Benicio del Toro is like the front runner for One Battle, just because I just didn't see that performance as something. I mean, I didn't have him in the top 5 at first, and then I did, and then I had it 4, and then he just started sweeping the critics group. So I had him at number 1 here at Critics' Choice as well, just thinking that the supporting performances was going to be Benicio del Toro, Amy Madigan, and maybe start sweeping the season. But yeah, Jacob Elordi, that was an amazing win, and that pushed Frankenstein and tied with Sinners with the most wins of the evening. As expected, it won makeup, production design, costume design, Frankenstein, yeah. Really good wins there. I mean, as expected, I think it's going to be very hard to beat at the Oscars, Frankenstein, for those categories, those technical categories. But Jacob Elordi, what an inspired win. Really happy for him. Timmy wins Best Actor at the end of the day. It was not Michael B. Jordan. The gut instinct there was in the wrong category, that we're going to have a surprise. Jessie Buckley, I think a lot of people are thinking that she's going to sweep this season. It might very well be, but I think Roseburn's going to pick up 1 or maybe 2. I really want her to be competitive for the Oscars, so I'm hoping that as well, just because I am just so in love with that film, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You. But Hamnet with Jessie Buckley's performance, I mean, it is really top tier. It is really top notch. And I'm not upset about it at all. That's why I predicted Jessie Buckley for Best Actress for Hamnet. One Bell After Another is my favorite film of the year. I think it's the best of the year, maybe the best of the decade. So yeah, I think that Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, the Best Picture win are all warranted. I'm very surprised F1 Best Editing. F1 winning Best Editing is, I think, is as shocking as Jacob Elordi winning for Frankenstein. I think I had that at number 5. I did not even think that for a second F1 would be able to get editing. I knew it was going to get sound. Best sound went to F1. But F1 for editing is just a really crazy choice for me to like get a grasp on, but maybe not at the end of the day. Maybe I'm not that shocked. But at the moment, I was like, whoa, F1. One Bell After Another was sweeping Best Editing this year. So Best Song went to Golden. Like KPop Demon Hunters gets 2 wins, 1 for song, 1 for Best Animated Feature. It's just gonna be sweeping animated feature. Song, I think it's still close with I Lied to You from Sinners, but yeah, Critics' Choice did the obvious thing that they do and put Golden as their winner. Best Score went to Sinners as well. Like I said, just it's not gonna be losing anywhere. I was thinking for a moment, like, oh, maybe Sarat will win Best Score or One Battle After Another, but no, it was right. It was Sinners all the way. And yeah, visual effects, Avatar, Fire and Ash. It's just not gonna be beat in this season. Just like the stunts, stunt design, Mission Impossible, Final Reckoning. Like I said, it's gonna win the Oscars. It's gonna win SAG. It won here at Critics' Choice. It's just not a film that can be beaten in this category, in my opinion. It just is not going to be beaten. I don't see that happening. And Best Comedy went to Naked Gun. I mean, I'm glad I changed my prediction and not gone with Friendship. But yeah, Naked Gun, I think it's the funniest film, probably, out of them all, for a mainstream audience. And Critics' Choice is just so mainstream in what they love. I feel like that's why we could forget Best Picture, which is not really something that I would pick for Best Picture material this year. What do you guys think about the wins? What does this mean for the Oscars? Jacob Elordi maybe becoming more of a threat in Best Supporting Actor? Do we have Train Dreams maybe coming out and becoming more of a force in Best Cinematography? It's definitely gonna be nominated at this point for the Oscars. F1 is definitely gonna be nominated for Best Editing, I think. Maybe not. I mean, like, there's like a world where I can see that not happening, but I've had that at number 5. It might be higher than number 5 now, but I think it was, pretty tame all in all, but definitely like 3 shockers. The editing for F1, Best Supporting Actor in Jacob Elordi, and cinematography for Train Dreams. That was like another shock for me, but I'm happy. And then Secret Agent winning Best Foreign Language Film. Could that happen at the Oscars? Maybe. I think it was just an accident. Is performing stronger overseas than here for some reason. I just feel like the political implications of that film, after it was announced that Jeff Harpanaki is going to be like serving a prison sentence for a year in Iran. I don't know. I feel like people are gonna be inspired to give him an award before his send off. Like, that's just so crazy to me that that's gonna be happening after his award season. It would feel wrong for him not to win an Oscar. So I'm happy that Secret Agent won here. I'm not sure it's going to happen at Golden Globes. I'm not sure it's going to happen at BAFTA or the Oscars, but it's nice for it to win a major televised award ceremony prize this season. Now I feel more confident about Wagner Moura winning Best Actor Drama at Golden Globes over Michael B. Jordan. I was thinking for a second Michael B. Jordan might win there, but I think that just solidifies Wagner Moura's place, not only in Best Actor win Drama at the Golden Globes, but the nomination for the Academy Award. So that's it. One Bell After Another is our Best Picture winner this year. I mean, it's not going to be Ian. I thought for a second that maybe here Sinners would win, but I think even BAFTA, One Bell After Another is going to win. The only thing is, like, Sinners is probably going to win SAG. So once Sinners wins SAG, unless like One Bell After Another does win there, it's going to be over. Like, it's already over. The race is done. Like, One Bell After Another is winning Best Picture. Kind of like how Oppenheimer was like, that was winning Best Picture. There's no going back. There's no other choice. But now the interesting thing is to see what happens in Best Picture. I think Train Dreams doing so well tonight, at least in cinematography. So it's not like doing so well, but like one win for cinematography, I think it just really, for me, it's like really pushing my belief that Train Dreams is going to get into Best Picture, even with all the Netflix controversy that I've been like thinking about it. I'm like, I think that's only going to affect Jake Kelly at the end of the day, because it's the weakest Netflix film besides House of Dynamite to get into Best Picture. Their film is Frankenstein. I honestly thought like Ethan Hawke would have a better chance at the Critics' Choice, because I feel like Critics' Choice kind of goes with a more like well-known. I mean, Timothée Chalamet is really well-known. He's been working for years. Call Me by Your Name, Beautiful Boy, Wonka, like Bones and All, you know, like Lady Bird, a complete unknown, obviously. So he is like someone who's been working for quite a while. But Ethan Hawke is more like, he's been working for like 30 plus years, right? So they do kind of tend to go towards these like long overdue performances. So like Brendan Fraser, Paul Giamatti, last year was Adrian Brody. I mean, Adrian Brody, I don't think he didn't win Critics' Choice that year. Who won Critics' Choice? Was it Daniel Day-Lewis? Daniel Day-Lewis did win for Gangs of New York Critics' Choice. So that was like his first like overdue win. I don't think anyone like really votes that way, and we're like, oh, he didn't win. And when you think about like 25 years prior, or whatever, 23 years, but it does tend to go to like a more established, like older actors. So yeah, I think Timothée Chalamet is like the youngest actors to win Best Actor at the Critics' Choice Awards. It is a really good win for him. He did okay with critics groups, like especially recently, like he's been like picking up steam, and obviously because Murder Supreme was released Christmas Day, it's been more in voters' minds. So I think that's why he kind of got pushed over the edge over Michael B. Jordan, over Ethan Hawke. I don't know. I still think that he's not going to sweep the season. I think that we're going to see something for Ethan Hawke. I think that even Michael B. Jordan, you know, he could win somewhere, maybe SAG. I mean, SAG went with Timothée Chalamet last year, so it's like, you're really gonna give it to him again. I think maybe Ethan Hawke will win SAG. Interesting. I like the 4 acting wins, like Jessie Buckley, Timothée Chalamet, Amy Madigan, and Jacob Elordi. I think it's such a good mix of folks there. At the end of the day, it's the Critics' Choice. This is gonna be setting up this foundation for SAG, for BAFTA, and I just feel like one battle after another is so unstoppable at this point. It's gonna be very hard for it to lose to anything. In the categories that it's just one, and I think it's going to pick up editing at the end of the day, and it might pick up an acting trophy as well to have 5 wins. So, and I think that Sinners going to keep doing well this award season. I think that Frankenstein going to do really well this award season. And now that I think about it, that makeup win, I should have thought about this. The makeup win really like goes hand in hand with like a top tier performance, either winning or like second place. And that's going to be the case with like the Academy, at least, or just like in general films that the award season goes behind. So Jacob Elordi might be a threat. Like, and he might be a threat for Oscars, but it's not. It's really hardly ever usually the case that Critics' Choice, all 4 winners go on to win the Oscar. Like, it really is rare. Like that like never happens. So we can expect at least one of the performances here not winning the Oscar, and I think that's Jacob Elordi. But you never know. Like, I kind of want Rose Byrne to win the Oscar at the end of the day. I'm kind of like, wasn't expecting her to win tonight, but I really hope she wins at least SAG or something. That would be really cool. And I think that she has a real chance, but it might be Jessie Buckley sweeping the whole season. It might happen. So what do you guys think? What were your favorite wins of the night? What were your biggest surprises? Was there like something that you predicted that came true? Did you predict Jacob Elordi? Did you predict F1, Train Dreams? Were you like, told you so? Like I was with Amy Madigan. I was like, oh, told you so. Amy Madigan's gonna win. I'm not sure. I think maybe awards expert people were saying that they finally came around to putting her in the top. Let me see. I mean, yeah, people had 64% thought Amy Madigan was gonna win. The tune has changed. The tune has changed in the past month, ever since the critics groups have been awarding her. As you can tell, probably Weapons is like my second favorite film of the year. Stay tuned for more awards coverage, predictions, reactions. Until then, I'll see you at the movies. Take care. Bye-bye.